There's another defensive tackle out there.
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett has been cut by the Falcons, two-time Pro Bowl selection, turns 32 in April. You never know how much they have left in the tank, right? And you're always a little worried when a guy who's been so successful and a centerpiece of a team's defense for so long, if a team no longer sees him as useful. It could be a cap thing, too.
Okay, I think it's cap thing. I think it's cap thing, age thing, right? I think a little bit of that. I think the play going downwards, okay? I think all of those things are really what is leading to this move altogether. Now, I'm just pulling up their roster here and checking it out, right? They have some depth there. Eddie Goldman, they signed him, if you remember him, and he's a free agent, excuse me. They got David Omanyata. I think the biggest thing, and maybe why this will allow them to maybe get rid of Grady Jarrett, price tag, age, yes, dip and play.
Yeah.
And then I wonder if this is where our guy comes into play, Orohoho. If he gets into D tackle or D end, or how they view it, either way, right? They got Zach Harrison, who we both like. Remember the Ohio State kid out of the second round? I think that was 2 drafts ago, right? So do they have some guys coming up the rank? Do they have a few guys that I think are good players? And I don't know, are they going to look to maybe sign somebody else to improve this area? I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be.
Rook Arororo was a second-round pick last year out of Clemson.
Right, who I loved. And I don't think a lot of people thought he would be drafted as highly as he was, because he was one of those guys, remember, that really was like a defense end that played nose tackle. He was so good, they were like, hey, we don't have a nose tackle here in Clemson. We'll play him there. And he didn't get to show really what he's all about. But, yeah, I think there's probably a little versatility there as far as what he could do, D tackle, D end. This is Raheem Morris. Again, he's rooted in some usually smaller, athletic type D tackles. Aaron Donald, Warren Sapp, right? That's where he came from. Guys that create havoc. Those are his defenses. His defenses aren't like we just talked about, like hold the ground. It's kind of like, hey, you shoot that gap, you shoot that gap, and we're going to create havoc. And then hopefully our middle linebacker is just good enough to kind of clean it all up when all's said and done. But yeah, making moves. And what was Grady Jarrett do to make this year? Do we know that?
Good question.
And Pete, maybe you can look that up, because I know it was a pretty little penny. I want to say it was somewhere around 16, maybe 15, something like that.
$20.3 million cap number. 20.4. Sorry. Pete apologizes for that.
But that's a lot. That's a big number for a guy that is not that type of player anymore. No, he's not.
This is almost happening too fast. Like
we got a lot of crap happening now.
I'm starting to sweat.
It's starting to really pick up.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground already.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to start opening up some things here too. See if I can keep up.
My blood pressure is high. I should not have cracked the energy drink. By the way, someone asked what flavor it was. It's a watermelon wave energy drink. Any comments out here? The homies already going crazy.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of the
too
comments.
Much going on.
I can't do it. Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Hey, just because the season's over, it doesn't mean we're over. We ain't going anywhere. The NFL never dies.
We're staying right here. Hit subscribe. We got every NFL move. We'll react to that. Plus, Chris has got 4,719 draft prospect profiles to do.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe. You know where to find us. Peace out, homies.